What's up, babe? Nikki here. And with this module, we are going to discuss how to build your own WarriorBabe Build workout program. So if your specific goal is to maintain and build, this is the programming that you want to follow. So what we're going to cover today is just a brief overview of the build programming, and then we're going to deep dive into the key fundamentals behind building the actual workout. So choosing your focal points and then programming the workload. And then beneath this video is a 10-week WarriorBabe Build workout program that I have built for you to be able to implement right away. But I expect from you to look at this 3-month or 10-week program as a study guide on top of reviewing this module again and understanding the key fundamentals behind building your own WarriorBabe Build workout program. And then I'm also going to discuss and show you a template that I've put together on how to build your own WarriorBabe Build program. So let's first discuss the overview of the build programming. So this specific program increases strength. It is the growth of the muscle tissue that is what changes your body composition and makes you look more of that like athletic, built, toned figure. It gives you more of that figure. This type of programming, it focuses on personal and individual strength and your percentages based off of your maxes to ensure that you are putting your body in the perfect environment to build lean muscle tissue. Okay, so let's dive into the key fundamentals behind building this specific programming for yourself. But before I deep dive into this with you, I want you to take out a notepad and take some notes. And if you haven't already listened to the Workout Terminology 101 module, I do recommend that you go back and listen to that because I'm going to use verbiage and language that I explained inside of that module moving forward. And then I also expect you to always come back to this module. Once you are completed with the 10-week programming that I'm giving you, come back to this module and you will just follow the steps I'm going to discuss with you right now, and you'll know exactly how to build your own programming after you're finished with the programming that I've given you. All right, and then with the steps that I'm going to discuss with you right now, I'm also going to be showing you visuals so that you understand what I'm explaining here. And these visuals are available for you in the downloadable section to be able to also download and print out and add to your arsenal of all the action items that you have here inside this program. So let's first discuss choosing your focal points. So the first step that you are going to take when you're building your own programming is honing in on the specific muscle groups that you want to be focusing on. So I personally recommend a 5-day training split for this type of specific training. And 3 of those 5 days are always going to be compound focused lifts. And then the other 2 days are going to be accessory muscle groups lifts that you want to personally focus on. So visual example here, this is the 10-week program that I have made for you. This is block 1, so this is 5 weeks. This is week 1 of the 5 weeks. So you can see here that Monday through Friday or day 1 through day 5, whatever you want to name it, you've got the bench press, you've got chest, you've got deadlift, and you've got squats. Those are your 3 main compound lifts. And then you've got the 2 accessory days. All right. So you've got shoulders and triceps, and you've got rows and biceps. You can make these days whatever you want them to be when it comes to building your own programming. And another cheat sheet that is available for you below this video is a split muscle group cheat sheet. So by following the muscle groups and working out muscle groups, you will understand that these guys are complementary when they're worked together, meaning that while you are working one muscle group, an additional muscle group is being fatigued too as well naturally. And so these smaller muscle groups are called your accessory muscles. And these are really good accessory groupings that go well together, right? Lats and biceps, shoulders and biceps, lats and chest, back and biceps. So you can just pull from this cheat sheet what you want your accessory days to look like. Or if you personally, want to work on developing your shoulders inside of this programming, or you want to focus on building up your glutes a little bit more, or you want to focus on building your back, there's also this cheat sheet that is available for you below this video to print out of a specific muscle focus. So let's say you do want to build up your shoulders. Well, you can choose and glutes. You can hit on, you'll have your 3 compound days. Well, that one accessory day could be shoulders and glutes. And then your second accessory day could just be shoulders. Okay. Or if you're somebody who wants to be focusing on your back, well, you could have your 3 compound days and your accessory days could be lats and biceps and then rows and triceps. So, and the same goes for legs and glutes, which you're going to be hitting your legs already, deadlifts and squats. So I don't know that you want to really add in another accessory day focusing on legs, but you could definitely add in like a back and glute day, or like an arm and glute day, or shoulders and glute days into those accessory days. Okay, so this is really cool because it's really personalized to you. So that's with the first step. You're going to be choosing what muscle groups you want to focus on outside of the compound lifts. Okay, and then the second step is putting in the total amount of exercises. So on your compound lifts days, those will consist of your compound lifts, right? So you'll have your compound lifts, and then you're going to have 2 accessory supersets. So here's an example. You've got your compound lift. Here's a better example with percentages, which I'll talk about in a second. You've got your compound lift, and then you've got the 2 supersets. Okay. And then your accessory lift days focus on specific muscle groups that you personally want to build. Those consist of 4 supersets with 8 different exercises. Okay. So here's an example. You got shoulders. This is an example from the 10-week split that I'm giving you. You've got shoulders and triceps, and you got 4 supersets, and you've got 8 different exercises inside. Now, this is just a little tip for you guys, but when you're focusing on 2 different groups here, or even like biceps and triceps, or rows and biceps, 4 of those 8 exercises are going to be shoulder exercises. 4 of those 8 exercises are going to be tricep exercises. Okay, and I explained that here too as well. Now, when it comes to what exercises do you want to fill in, there is an entire cheat sheet of all of the different exercises you could imagine for hamstrings, glutes, shoulders, triceps, calves, back, chest, biceps, everything that you could imagine. And it's even broken down for you, compound exercises and isolation exercises per each group here. Now, not only are there gym focused exercises here, there are also home focused exercises. So if you have dumbbells or body weight or bands or barbell, you are able to look at this exercise list and choose what equipment that you have and put it into your programming. All right, so I've specifically discussed the first 2 steps, right? Just figuring out your muscle group focus, and then you're putting in the amount of exercises that you want to be focusing on, and then you're going to use that exercise cheat sheet to fill in those exercises. Now listen up loud and clear. Once you've established that, you're going to be testing for your 1 max rep. This is a common way to find out the heaviest weight that you can press once for the key compound lifts, that being squat, deadlifts, and bench press. Then you'll build your exercise programming around this weight. So it's really personalized to you. You're going to figure out what is your 1 max rep in each one of these lifts. And then you're going to build your exercise programming around this weight to ensure that you are challenging yourself to build muscle effectively. So I'm going to show you how you will test for your 1 max reps and figure out that specific weight. And then I'm also going to show you how you're programming your percentages based off of that 1 max rep weight. Okay, so let's first talk about, testing for that 1 max rep. So it's already programmed for you. You literally just have to follow it. It's programmed for you in the 10-week program that I built for you. And it's also in the templates that I'm giving you as well. So you just literally want to follow the week 1 of your block will always focus on you retesting for your maxes to see where you're at. So you're going to have it here in chest for bench press, deadlifts, and squat. You can see it right here. You're just going to follow these steps. So gradually, like, you're going to first start off with like lightweight warming up, and then you're just going to gradually keep adding weight until you feel like you can't push weight anymore. And once you get to that when you're going to go for your one max, I highly recommend you speak up, right? It's one of our principles. Speak up and ask for a spotter so that you can be at your personal best. You can know, damn, I did it, right? But you may want to have a spotter when you're hitting this one max rep. So speak up. And make sure that you are still establishing really good form when you're going for your max rep. Okay, so if you want to take a video of you doing your one max rep and share it with the Facebook group, do it. Because I highly recommend that, because you're gonna get some people to chime in and be like, that was really good form, or I would probably lower your weight and focus on a lighter weight to hit for that one max rep. So you're doing it effectively and smart. All right, so this is already done for you. Testing your one max reps here, first week of your blocks. All right, so before I dive into talking about programming your percentages, just really quick, I want you to understand that you want to it's recommended to change your workouts and to retest for your maxes every 5 weeks. So you'll be testing for your maxes for basically either way you look at it. It's either at the end of your block or the start of your block. I like to say it's the start of your block. The first week of your new block is when you're testing for your new maxes. This is what will create the most challenge and confusion for your muscles to constantly be growing. Okay, so take out your notebooks. If you don't already have them, I expect you to already have them. But now we're going to be talking about how you're going to be programming your percentages based off of that weight that you're going to be figuring out, right? And once you do figure out this weight, like, I highly recommend when you have your one max rep, you write it down. Write it down somewhere, because you're going to need this weight to figure out your percentages. All right? So this is based off your one max rep percentages, which is key for breaking down and building muscle tissue. So I've already programmed your percentages in for you. Like, you'll see right here, it's already programmed in for you. Here we go, 65, 75, 85. They range from like 60 all the way up to like 85 somewhere, or 50 all the way up to like 95. Okay, so it's already, the percentages are already programmed for you. What you have to figure out is you need to determine that the weights that what that percentage looks like in weight for you with calculations. So I'm going to show you some examples right now. So jot down this. This is just examples, but you're going to get my concept here. So let's say you can squat 135. That's your one max rep. Let's say that on this first day, you're going to be doing 65% of that one max rep, which is, you're going to be doing 65% of that 135. So you would dial in 135 times 0.65. And this would always be whatever percentage you're focusing on that day. So that gets you 87, I would round to like 88. That would get you to, that 88 pounds is 65% of your one max rep. So then I would like jot that down right here. Whatever that is, you would want to jot it down right next to it so you know what weight you're going to be putting on inside of your workouts. Okay? Now, let's do another example. Let's say you're doing like 185 for deadlifts, and you've got to hit 60%, or let's do 85%. You got to hit 85% of your one max rep here. So you would do 185 is your one max rep times 0.85 equals 157. So that would be 157 is 85% of your one max rep. So when you're doing 85%, you would just want to jot down that weight right next to it. Okay. This is how it's really personalized to you. You have your unique, whatever you can hit for your, one max rep, and then your percentages are unique to whatever that one max rep is for you. That's the only thing you have to determine. I've already programmed the percentages in for you. You just have to determine that percentage of calculations based off of your one max rep. Okay? So that's the 4th step. Now, the 5th step is programming your reps and your sets. So within this 5-week training block, your reps and your sets will change. But listen up, it's already done for you. But I want you still to understand this concept, okay? So the compound lifts consist of 5 sets, right? Here you'll see that these equal up to 5 sets with a 2 to 25 rep range. So you can see like all the rep ranges change here. It's already done for you, but just understand. And then the accessory lifts, they consist of 3 sets of 10 reps. So you'll notice that like there's some higher reps that go with a lower percentage, right? Because it's less weight and you're doing higher repetitions. And then there's some lower reps that go with a higher weight percentage. So again, this is already done for you. You just need to follow and you just need to figure out the percentages based off of your 1 max rep. Okay. The last thing here is programming your rest periods. So your compound lifts, these guys require 60 to 90 seconds rest in between your sets. This helps to maintain performance from set to set and for you to regain strength from set to set. Your accessory lifts, these guys, anything with a superset is going to require a 30 to 45 second rest period, right? To keep that tension on that muscle and to keep your heart rate high. Okay? Now, I have just talked about every single step that you need to complete when it comes to building your own blocks and your own build workout programming. So I would personally recommend whenever when you're done with the programming that I've built for you, you come back to this module and you re-listen to these steps again so that you understand exactly how you should be building your own. All right, so beneath this video is that 10-week WarriorBabe build workout program that I've already made for you. But I want you to look at it as a study guide on top of following this module and on top of listening to the fundamentals of building your own workout program. But a lot of it's already done for you. You just need to test for your maxes, and then you want to jot down your weights, and then you just need to do the simple calculations that I've already walked you through. And then this is a template that is beneath this video that I just recommend printing it out. And then when you are building your own after you've completed the 10-week program I made for you, this is something that you would just fill in the blanks. Right? As you're listening to the steps, just literally pull this out and fill in the blanks and use your cheat sheet. So available below this video is all of the cheat sheets that I talked about here inside of this module. So you've got the split muscle group cheat sheet, which is the entire cheat sheet for you to understand which muscle groups are complementary when they're worked together and how to implement those in. And then you've got the specific muscle focus cheat sheet. So if you want to make it, if you personally want to focus on specific muscle groups, then just follow that cheat sheet. And then you've got the exercise cheat sheet too as well. It's an entire resource that's broken down to each muscle group for you to refer to when you're building your own program. And then you've got the 10-week WarriorBabe build workout program that I built for you to follow along, 2-block workout program for you to implement right away. But I expect you to use it as a study guide so that you understand how to build your own. And then there's that template, which is an empty template filled in with some already done for you steps. But it is a step-by-step on how to build your own workout programming moving forward after you're done with the 10-week program. So these are all available for you below this module. And then I just highly recommend that you come back and you listen to this module when you're ready to build your own.